Kiratpur Sahib. So they were named by the 6th Guru, Sikh Guru Har Rai Sahib. When we read history, there's a few different accounts of how they were named. But one main one is that what happened was Baba Gurditta ji resided in Kiratpur Sahib, the town where Guru Har Rai Sahib came to this world. They sent a letter to the 6th Guru who was residing, who was staying at Amritsar Sahib. When they read the letter, then they said that the name will be Har Rai. Har meaning WhyGuru, God. Rai meaning king. That they are the king, they are WhyGuru's embodiment, and they'll be like a king. So we've talked about the dates, Sunday the 15th, Sunday the 5th in 1630, and Gurdwara, and there was the mother and father's name again. Okay, so Kiratpur Sahib. So Kiratpur Sahib, it said, I was listening to Katha, and it said that Kiratpur Sahib, the reasoning for Kiratpur Sahib to come about, the town of Kiratpur Sahib, was for the avatar, for the birth, we can't say the word birth, but I think for the coming of Sikh Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji Maharaj in this world. So Kiratpur Sahib was specifically established for Sikh Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji Maharaj. And it was established, so the way it's established, the first Guru, Sikh Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj, had came to this place. They were going to Ahmedabad, which is now in Pakistan. And on the way, they stopped at Kiratpur Sahib. Kiratpur Sahib wasn't called Kiratpur Sahib, it was called Dogra, a Dogra Pind. It was, the village was called Dogra. And at this place, there was a Pandit called Pilu. And Pilu was somebody who met Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj in Hardwar. And they resided in Kiratpur Sahib. And when Guru Nanak Dev Ji went there, they saw, they did darshan of Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj. Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj said to Bhai Mardana Ji, when you hear the story, you say that Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj would say that Mardana Rabab Shed Bani Ai, that play the Rabab. Now the words from Akalpur WhyGuru have come. It's now time to sing Gurbani. And at that time, Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj sat in Samadhi. Samadhi is a state where their conscious, their live, you would say, is connected to WhyGuru Ji. It's a state where there's a nadi. Nadi is like the vein inside our matha, where the dasamdar is, and in that vein is basically somewhere where your surt, your conscious stays. It gets tikya janda, takake, and then basically you can remember WhyGuru for however long you want. And that is called a state of samadhi. And Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj, being WhyGuru themselves, they don't need all of this stuff. They basically are one, they are Akalpurkh WhyGuru. So, but they stayed in this state of samadhi for 11 days. They never woke up for 11 days. On the 11th day, when they woke up, Bhai Mardana Ji said that this place has loved the ton, the current of the Shabad that you were singing, that has been sung. This place then was called Kiratpur. Kirt means the just, the praising of WhyGuru, and Pur is place. So the place where the just, where the praising of WhyGuru is going to happen. And at this place, then the 6th Guru, when they resided at Amritsar Sahib, they sent their eldest son Baba Gurditta Ji to Kiratpur Sahib. And at Kiratpur Sahib, what Baba Buddan Shah, you can see in the picture on the right, where you can see they've got a chanda in their hand which has got milk in it. They've got a bowl with the milk in it. They can see there's a sher, the lion behind them. And what they'll say that the Buddan Shah was a fakir. Yes, he was a Muslim, but he had a lot of sharda, a lot of devotion for Guru Nanak Dev Ji. And they had darshan of Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj. And Buddan Shah said, please take this milk and drink it. Guru Nanak Dev Ji said, not at the moment. We will come in our 6th form to drink this milk. So what happened at the time of the 6th Guru, the 6th Guru sent Baba Gurditta Ji. They go, now it's time for the 7th Guru to come in this world. Time for Kiratpur Sahib to be established. Now go there and establish this place. So they basically, they gave the tappi and they sent Baba Gurditta Ji. when they got there, they said that go to the place where Baba Buddhan Shah is. So they went there. They then said that, please give us, so they knew the story of what happened, said that we have come to drink the milk. And they go that we were told that the sixth Guru will come and drink our milk. Please give darshan in the form of Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj. So come in the form of the first Guru. So what it said is that Baba Gurditta Ji, there was a well, they did a shnan, that came out of the well, and they looked like Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj. They took the form of Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj, and then they drank the milk of Baba Buddhan Shah. There's some in history. There's somewhere where Bhai Veer Singh has written that Baba Buddhan Shah actually stayed alive till the 10th Guru. They go that they asked the Sri Guru Har Gobind Sahib Maharaj and Baba Gurditta Ji. They said that when the sixth Guru went to Kiratpur Sahib after, they then met Baba Buddhan Shah. And Baba Buddhan Shah said that, they asked, ask us something, you've done so much bhakti. They go that we want to do darshan of all the swarups that you will have. So all of the forms that you will take, the 6th, the 7th, the 8th, the 9th and the 10th. Guru Har Gobind Sahib said that with 10 forms, you will do darshan of all of our 10 forms. And so they stayed until when Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj had come from Patna, came to Anandpur Sahib, and on the way they came to Kiratpur Sahib. They gave darshan to Baba Buddhan Shah. Baba Buddhan Shah left their body and went to Sachkhand, and then Guru Nanak Dev Ji went on to Anandpur Sahib. So at that place, that is another reason that Baba Gurditta Ji was called they had a lot of resemblance because they took the form of Guru Nanak Dev Ji as well. That's all in the Pana of WhyGuru Ji. So Kiratpur Sahib was then established. So Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji Maharaj, I haven't gone through the history of, so there's a lot of history that I've just went past. We're obviously concentrating on Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji Maharaj. So when Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji Maharaj was going to become Guru, so we know that Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj had taken 10 forms. Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji Maharaj, Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji Maharaj was 6th form. Their son was Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji. But they didn't become Guru until the 9th form. It was hukam that Guru Har Gobind Sahib will give the Gurta Gaddi, the next Guru will be their grandson. Guru Har Rai Sahib and Guru Har Gobind Sahib Maharaj's relationship was one that Guru Har Rai Sahib Maharaj was told by Guru Har Gobind Sahib Maharaj to never leave my side. They loved their grandson so much that wherever Guru Har Gobind Sahib Maharaj will go, Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji will be with them. It was like a shadow with Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji Maharaj. And Guru Har Rai Sahib, even though they were very young, they still obeyed whatever Guru Har Gobind Sahib Maharaj would say to them. So at the time when they became Guru, what happened was a new stage was constructed. It says in history, I was reading history, and they said that it was I think kinne lakh da the shamiyane and the tent was constructed. And in them days, that much money for a tent and for something to be made was a lot. And it shows that how much money was coming to the Gurukar. The Gurukar wasn't poor; it had a lot of money as well. And this new stage was constructed, nice tents were put up, shamiyane were put up, the lichi were put on the floor. It was decorated very nice. A hukamnama was sent all around India, far and wide, to say that now is time to come to Kiratpur Sahib. It wasn't written what was the reason, but they called all their Sikh wherever, because you have to remember that Guru Sahib had sent a lot of people, a lot of mahants to far places to do Parchar of Sikhi. When you read history and you see that how far Sikhi had got to, all of them people were called to Kiratpur Sahib. A throne was made for the 6th Guru and the 7th Guru. Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji, Guru Sahib, the 6th Guru, came with Sri Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji Maharaj. They had their 3 sons. So altogether, the 6th Guru had 5 sons and 1 daughter. Baba Gurditta Ji, so before all of this happened, Baba Gurditta Ji, there's a story how there was a cow that she was pregnant, and Baba Gurditta Ji by accident had shot an arrow, and that arrow had pierced the cow, and it died. And then obviously the person came and said, why have you killed it? and then obviously Baba Gurutta Ji, they brought them alive, and then Guru Har Gobind Sahib found out and they said you can't do that, so Baba Gurutta Ji gave their life up because of showing that miracle. So they had passed on at this point. Their other son, Baba Atal Rai, had shown a similar thing where a person, one of their friends was bitten by a snake, and because of that they brought them back to life, and because of that the Sikh Guru said you can't show any miracle, and because of that Guru Har Gobind Sahib Maharaj gave him hukum, then you have to give your life. So the three sons were still alive at this point, Surajmal, Anila and Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji. But the Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji was the one that was chosen for the Gurta Gati. Rai Jodh, so there was a lot of Guru Sikhs that came, were called, and there's many ones. And Rai Jodh was a person who was a soldier himself. He had his own army, and he was blessed by the 6th and the 10th Guru. When the 10th Guru went and when they wrote the Zafarnama, they went to a place called Kangad, and Kangad is not far from Zafarnama side where it was written, and they met Rai Jodh there. Baba Sundar Ji and Baba Paramanandi, Baba Sundar Ji, they have Gurbani in Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. There they were called, they were from the lineage of Sri Guru Amardeep Ji Maharaj. Rababi and Pat, so there were two people that will sing praises in the Gurukar at that time. You had the Rababi and you had Pat. So the Rababis were the one that would do Kirtan, and Pat, like the Pat that you have in Guru Granth Sahib Ji, were the ones that will praise Guru Sahib. Baba Panna Ji was in the family of Baba Buddha Ji. So Baba Buddha Ji was the one that was always, so from Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj's time to the 6th Guru, Baba Buddha Ji was the one that gave the Gurta Gaddi. They were the ones that inaugurated the next Guru. And then from then on, when they passed on, it was their family, in their family, who would give the Gurta Gaddi. Baba Panna Ji, Baba Chanda Ji, Baba Sarvan Ji, Baba Ramakoyar Ji, all of these people at certain times would inaugurate the next Guru and give the tilak. And the 6th Guru stood. So what they did, they stood first, they bowed down to Sri Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji. They went around Sri Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji 3 times, and then they put panj paise and a coconut in front of the Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji, and then they matha take again and told everyone the next Guru is Sri Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji Maharaj. If just 1 minute, if you look at that, so 3 parkarme, why do they do 3 parkarme for? Man, Bani, Sarir. So Man is your mind, Bani is your words, and Sri is your body. And these things, tan man tan sab gur ko hukum manne paiye. We read in Gurbani, so many places Maharaj talks about these 3 things. And these are basically the 3 things that we need to give up. Our mind, we need to surrender it. Our words, we need to surrender our intellect saying and take on what Guru Sahib gives us. And then Man Bani Sarir. And our body, we have to say we surrender our body. So Maharaj is saying that this is the reason that they are saying that we surrender all 3 of the next Guru. A coconut, why a coconut? Coconut is seen as the purest form of any other fruit. So the coconut, if you see the things within a coconut, the water, the white tutti, the white thing inside, everything, and how it's hard on the outside but soft on the inside. It's a metaphor, and it's probably the purest fruits. That's why it's given to the next Guru. And Panch Base is basically the Maya, the aspect, the worldly aspect. Oh, what happened there? I went all the way to the end. That's what you don't want to do. Sport it. Where were we? There we are. Okay, so the Gurta Gaddi. So the 6th Guru, so the 7th Guru was given the Gurta Gaddi, became the Guru on the 22nd of March 1638. It corresponded to, in the Indian calendar, it was 1695 Bikrami, Jed Vadi Traudis. Traudis is the 13th, Jed Vadi, so it's now in 2 days' time, it will be Puramashi. Is that right? I think. And then the 6th Guru, it was on the 7th day. From that, Chet Sudhi Panchami, 1695, they left this world. So we'll go through that. So the 6th Guru. So it was at Patalpuri Sahib. So if you've ever been to Kiratpur Sahib, if anybody unfortunately have lost somebody and you've taken the ashes to India, most likely you would take the ashes to Patalpuri Sahib. This is the reasoning behind it, because the Sikh Guru, what they did was, I think it's on the next slide, they left their body at Patalpuri Sahib. The seventh Guru again left the body at Patalpuri Sahib as well. The ashes of Guru Har Rai Sahib Maharaj didn't leave because they went to Delhi. They left Punjab and they went to Delhi and they left their body there. But the ashes, once they were cremated there, came back to Patalpuri Sahib in Kiratpur Sahib. Ram Rai, they left their body, so they were the son of Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji Maharaj, and they went to Dehradun. We'll go through the story after what happened, and their ashes came back to Kiratpur Sahib. The saskar of one of the sons of Guru Har Gobind Sahib, Baba Ani Rai, I think I missed off Baba Surajmal as well. They were cremated there as well. The saskar of the wife of Sri Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji Maharaj, they were at the same place as well. So we're going through, so the Jyoti Jyot, what happened when Guru Har Gobind Sahib Maharaj left this world. So this place, there was nothing there at the point, but so Kiratpur Sahib, we know that it was established during the Sixth Guru's time. Then the Sixth Guru said, that this place, Patarpuri, will be the place where I would now make, so what they said is make a hut, a kotha at this place, and they go that, shut the door and we're going to stay inside for 7 days. I've told you what Samadhi is. Samadhi is staying in and remembering WhyGuru Ji. On the 7th day, they were told by to the Sangat that only Sri Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji Maharaj is allowed to open the door of this kotha, of this hut. So what Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji did was that they did Asadivar outside of the hut, and then they opened the door. Some people say it was on the 8th day, 7th or 8th, it's obviously it's just a number, but they opened the door, and then Guru Har Gobind Maharaj, their hukam, or what they said to the Sangat before they left was that nobody is going to stay. Like flowing water, one has to depart. So how water has to carry on, you can't go, it just flows and flows and it carries on. That's the way of this world, that one will come and one will go. And this is in the hukam, it's in the command of WhyGuru Ji. So before Guru Sahib had passed on, they told the Sangat, they gave each person a hukam. They told them what to do, and they told them what's going to happen in the future. So Baba Bhai Naji, who gave the tilak to the 7th Guru, Baba Naji was told to go back to his village. Not long after Guru Har Gobind Sahib passed on, Baba Naji left this world as well. And they left their son Bhai Jalalji with the 7th Guru. Bhai Joji was told to go back to his village, and they gave a Siddhi Sahib, a Siddhi Sahib, and they said to always recite Satnam, so always do Simran. And that Siddhi Sahib is still with, I'm not sure where it is now, I think it's with Rai Jodh's family, but you can do darshan of that Siddhi Sahib. I've seen a photo of that Siddhi Sahib that they were given to Rai Jodh. Bibi Viroji was told that don't worry, because Bibi Viroji was very sad that their father is now going to pass on. So Bibi Viroji was told that don't worry, always stay in Pana of WhyGuru Ji, always be happy, and that their sons will be praised also. And we know that their 5 sons were in the Battle of Pangani. Their 5 sons, Bibi Viroji had 5 sons, and they passed on. They were shaheed, they were martyred in the Battle of Pangani. Bhai Larchand was the son of Baba Bidhi Chand Ji. They were told to go back to Sur Singh, and they gave them painting of themselves, which is with the Bhai Bidhi Chand Ji's lineage. Baba Avtar Singh Ji is the head of that sect, and they've still got the painting of Sri Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji Maharaj, Sri Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji Maharaj. Baba Parmanandi and Baba Sundar Ji, they were told to go back to Gurdwara Sahib, and they go do seva of the 3rd Guru's Gurdwara Sahib. So Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji Maharaj, they said to Mata Nanaki ji, so they had their wife Mata Nanaki ji to go back to Bakala, and they go that because at that point they were like, well, what happens to our son? You said that they'll become Guru, when will that happen? And Guru Sahib said, don't worry, that will happen. Go back to your village Bakala, and time will come where your son will be Guru, and you will see your grandson. Their grandson was Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. Baba Surajmar and Baba Mata Marwahi ji said, they say, stay wherever you desire. And they stayed at Kiratpur Sahib with Guru Har Rai Ji Maharaj. Baba Ani Rai, they always just was always in Samadhi. They was always doing Simran all the time, and they didn't care what happened. There was always immersed in WhyGuru's name. And Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur ji, even though their mother Mata Nanaki ji wanted to become Guru, Guru Tegh Bahadur ji had no inkling whatsoever. They were just always in the Parna. They was always in command of WhyGuru ji. So Jyoti Jyot, there's a bit of difference within the dates of the Jyoti Jyot. So some historical texts say that it was in 1701, and some historical texts say it's 1695. So if it was in 1701, Guru Har Rai Sahib would have been 8 years old. If it was in 1695, it's 14 years old. It doesn't really matter either way, but it's just there. I'll just put that in just for historical purposes. So what was the last bachan that Sri Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji Maharaj had said? They said, Mam Sroop Ab Shri Har Rai, Mam Saman Hoy Mod Upai. So Mam means mine. Sroop, so Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji is the same as me. There's no difference between me and Guru Har Gobind Sahib said there's no difference between Guru Har Gobind Sahib and Guru Har Rai Sahib. They're the same. Mam saman hoye mod upai. They got mod means happiness. They go, if you see the Sikhs and the Sikh Guru the same, you will get happiness. So if you listen to the sermons and listen to Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji Maharaj, and then you will cross his world ocean. Sharda tarahe kamana pave. With Sharda, with devotion, you'll get whatever. Kamana means whatever you want. So you'll get whatever you want if you have devotion towards the seventh Guru. Jo tarke sab apne gawave. Whoever says opposite and says, no, this is not the seventh Guru, this is nothing, they're not the same as the sixth Guru, they are not good enough to be the Guru, they go, sab apne gawave. Whatever you have, you'll destroy whatever you would have. Lok par lok dukhi so rahe. Lok means this life, par lok means the next life. You always will be dukhi, you always will not be happy. You always will be sad. Soko lesh matar nahi leh. You would not be able to get an iota of happiness at all if you do not believe in the seventh Guru. And then they said a shabad. Maru Mahalla Panjava Kar Chautha Astapadiya. So this is the fifth Guru who has written this Shabad in Eko Ankar Dugur Prasad. Chadana Chandan Angan Prabhu Antar Chandana. So Chand is the moon. Chandana Chandan Prabhu Antar Chandana. They're the ones that illuminate us. The true Guru is the one that illuminates and gives us the true understanding. Aradhana Nika Har Har Naam Aradhana. So go that by meditating on WhyGuru Ji Maharaj, that name, churn it inside you and always remember WhyGuru all the time. Tyagana Tyaganika Kam Kro Lob Tyagana. What should you let go? You should let go of Kam, Krodh, Lob. Kam is lustful actions, Krodh, anger, Lob, attachment. All of these 5 vices, let go of them. Mangana Manganika Har Jas Gurte Mangana. What should you ask for? You should ask for that. Please help me that I can always praise you, WhyGuru Ji. Jagana Jaganika Har Kirtan Meh Jagra. When should you be always stay awake? You should stay awake for praising WhyGuru Ji all the time. That's the reason to stay awake. Yeah? And this is not staying awake in physically as well, spiritually as well. The true awakening is when you can praise WhyGuru Ji all the time. Lagana lagan nika gur charani man lagna. What should you attach yourself to? You should attach yourself to the lotus feet of WhyGuru Ji. You get this by good fortune. This is the true thing, that stay within the Sharanagana, the sanctuary of the Guru, of WhyGuru Ji. That is the right thing to do. So the last rites of Sri Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji Maharaj. So it was Amrit Vela 1 hour and 36 minutes. During Amrit Vela, the sky turned red. Gurbani, you could hear it everywhere. You could hear the tune of Gurbani everywhere. And Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji Maharaj was sitting against the wall in Samadhi. I've explained what Samadhi is before. Seventh Guru went into the room 3 hours and 40 minutes before sunrise. Body was given a bath covered with a chadar. So a chadar is a white cloth that was put over the top of the body. First it was given a bath, then the chadar was put on top of it. The body was, so the Pavitra Sarir of Guru Har Gobind Sahib Maharaj, the body of Guru Har Gobind Sahib Maharaj was carried by Baba Surajmal, Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji, Rai Jodh, Baba Panna, and Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji Maharaj was doing char on top of Maharaj's Pavitra Sarir. They placed sandalwood on top of the pyre. Chandan Ji Chikha, I've got the end. And the chanda, the lighting of Guru Har Gobind Maharaj's body was done by Baba Surajmal Ji, because Baba Surajmal Ji was the second eldest son of Guru Har Gobind Sahib Maharaj. Because in Indian tradition, it's usually the eldest son that lights the pyre of the person that is deceased. So this is Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji Maharaj. It's a depiction of Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji Maharaj. So before we start Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji Maharaj Jeevani, this is an actual this is a shabad by Nandalal Ji. So when we read in the Guru Ka, there's a few things that Baniya that we can read. First is Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj's Bani, the writings of Sri Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, the writings of by Gurdas Ji, and then we have by Nandalal Ji as well. And Bhai Nandalal Ji has written about the 10 Gurus, and it's in Farsi, it's in Persian. It's quite hard to pronounce, but I've given the English translation. I'm not going to go through all of them. You can read this in your own time when you get a chance. I'll go through the first line. Hak Parvar Hak Kesh Guru Karta Har Rai. Hak Parvar Hak Kesh. So Guru Har Rai Sahib is a nourisher, an anchor of truth. Sultan Ham Darvesh Guru Karta Har Rai. And Sultan is royalty, as well as an English word, but Darvesh is basically a holy person. Even though they are very royal, even in the same way, they are very holy as well. So this is all in praise of Sri Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji Maharaj, and it gives a very good depiction. And when you read, look into the history of Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji Maharaj, you can there's things there that you can understand why Bhai Nandalal Ji has said what they have said. Okay, so this is just we'll quickly go through this. We've gone through when Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji Maharaj came to this world. We've got mother and father's name, their wife's names on there, when they became Guru, and their children. They had two children. They had Baba Ram Rai, and they had Sri Guru Har Krishna Sahib Ji Maharaj. And it's said as well in history, some places it's written that they had a daughter as well. Some say it was adopted. Some say it was their actual daughter, Bibi Roop Kaur. And their family still today live on as well. Still today, their lineage, still today. It says there that their full life on this world was 30 years, 8 months and 20 days. So they say that it's 22 years, 6 months and 20 days when they were Guru. But we know that, I've said in the previous slide that it's either it was 1701 or 1695. So it will either be 22 years or it will be minus how many years of what the difference is. And yeah, that's it. Yeah. And the Hukumat. So Shah Jahan and Aurangzeb, they're really important in terms of historical references, because we know that Shah Jahan wasn't as bad as Aurangzeb. Aurangzeb was really bad as an emperor, and things that happened during Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji's time links with Aurangzeb and with Ram Rai. So the first bachan that Guru Har Gobind Sahib Maharaj gave to Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji Maharaj, Sun Kripa So Bak Pakhana, Sun Kripa Kripalu Guru Har Gobind Sahib Maharaj said this, Jo tum parchar karehe pyana, when you when jo tum parchar kare piana so ne avan pave ke. So whoever comes up to you. So this is basically a bachan where they said to, so Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji asked Guru Har Gobind Sahib Maharaj, you have fought battles, you have kept an army, what should I do? And Guru Har Gobind Sahib Maharaj said, so that nipale par kantun deh jaise. So they said that keep an army of 2,200 horsemen who will be tiyar par tiyar, who always have shastra, who have weapons on them all the time, and always be ready if anything happens. But whoever will come up to you to fight you or to attack you will never be able to get to you. And it's said in history that 17 attacks were attempted to kill Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji Maharaj. And 17 times, whoever came, there's different reasons. Either they didn't get to Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji, they got ill, or they died on the way, or whatever, for whatever reason, they never got to Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji Maharaj. And then that's what Guru Har Gobind Sahib Kis bit te nehi karo bekhera nahi sambaro ber badera sena 2000 rakho sang sujeti tar. So it's saying that keep 2,200 army men always with you, but nobody would be able to do anything to you. And another bachan that Guru Har Gobind Maharaj said to Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji, that never go and see the Mughal emperor, never give him darshan. And that's what Guru Har Rai Sahib Maharaj kept to the end of their life. So the childhood, I'm sure a lot of you probably heard the story. In this picture you can see when the flower had detached from the plant. So what happened was, Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji Maharaj would wear a chola. So chola is what I'm wearing, like a gown that's very big. But it would have 101 kaliyan. And a kali is basically, you can see on the end of my chola, is basically like an added bit onto the chola. And there'll be 101, I'm not sure how they're divided, but they have all around them. So the chola was quite big. And what happened was the wind went into the chola, and it flared out the chola. And what happened is the flower, so they said that get rid of all the Hindu places of worship. And so it carries on what Aurangzeb, so he completely hated the Hindu religion. And this is going on during the time of Guru Har Rai. So it started. So we always talk about Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji and how they gave up their life for the Hindu religion. But Aurangzeb didn't do this overnight, and Guru Tegh Bahadur didn't go and save it overnight. It was a thing that Aurangzeb had planned, that when I become the next emperor, I'm going to make all of India into a Muslim country. So this is so Dara Shikoh was a son of Aurangzeb, and Aurangzeb, doing what he did, Dara Shikoh was even though he was a elder brother of Aurangzeb, and had the same blood as Aurangzeb, but they were completely opposite. Dara Shikoh had actually studied Hindu texts, the Upanishad and all of them. So he had a lot of understanding of other religion apart from the Islam faith. And his brother Aurangzeb had, what they did is Aurangzeb tried to kill Dara Shikoh. And they gave Sherdi Much, so the mustache, the val, the hair, that's the one of a lion. He gave that to Dara Shikoh, and if you apparently, I'm not really clued up, but if you consume that, it will kill you. And Shah Jahan tried all around India, because he was the emperor of India. He asked everyone, is there any way that my son can be alive? Stay alive, as in he's on his last legs. And at that time they heard that Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji Maharaj, that in their house they've got a bag, they've got a garden where they have all of these different herbs. And so a letter was sent to Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji Maharaj. And at that time, Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji Maharaj, even though their great-grandfather, Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj, was killed by Shah Jahan, by Jahangir, sorry. And obviously at that time, the Guru Kar At that time, Dara Shikoh was cured by Sri Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji Maharaj. So Harad and Long was given by Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji Maharaj for Dara Shikoh. And at that time, Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji Maharaj, when they met Dara Shikoh, they said to Dara Shikoh, they go that, we can give you one of two things. We can either make you the next emperor, because Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji Maharaj can do whatever they want. They go that we can make you into the next emperor, or we can give you mukti. Mukti meaning liberation. You can have one of the two. And so Guru Dara Shikoh said that, what's the point of me becoming the next guru? Next emperor, sorry. What's the point of becoming the next emperor? Because this is just going to be here and then it's going to go. If I have liberation, it will stay with me for all time. So Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji Maharaj gave him an upadesh, and they said, with Gurbani, they said, Mahalla Pehla Nan Guru Na Chetani Man Apne Sochet Chutte Til Buwad Jo Sunyi Andar Khet Kitte Andar Shutya Koh Nanak Soh Na Phaliye Phuliye Bapade Pitan Vich Soah. So Maharaj is talking about that people that don't remember the Guru or do not take on a Guru, or thinks themselves as very clever and say, we don't need to go to the Guru, we don't need to take on the Guru's teachings. They go, it's like an abandoned field. And if you just put sesame seeds, til in the field, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't fruit up. Then nothing happens with it. It's basically a beach that is of no use. Kitte andar shutya kaho nanak soh naam. They are abandoned in the field the same way. They go that even if you Kaho Nanak, so means 100, Na means that you got 100 masters that you're trying to please. You're trying to please every single one of them. They go that, but what's the point? That it will not the fruit that will come from it, the flowers that will come from it are of no use. They are going to become ash at the end of it, and they'll mati se mati ral jaye, that the ash will go back into the dust, into the mitti again. Jetu, and another shabad separate, they said, Jetu taru pan tahu puch taran kal tahu khare sujan munya inni kapri. So if you want to go swim across the water, then you will ask somebody that knows how to swim. They go that the ones that survived. So the ones that have survived the very hard the waves, the treacherous waves, are the ones that are wise, the ones that are understood how to get away from these waves. So they're the ones that basically, the one that takes on the Guru and listens to the Gurus is the one that then can swim across. If you don't take what the Guru says to you and actually do what the Guru says, then you're not going to get anywhere. If you think you're clever, but still, it's of no use. So this is the bachan that they gave to Dara Shikoh. And then it goes, the whole prasang, the whole story is very long. I've just summarized it, but there's more to it than what is here, and it goes into more detail. And then they talked about Sravan and Dhyasan, that first you have to listen in Japji Sahib, you have to listen, Swanaya, Mannaya, Swanaya, Siddhapi, Surnath. Then you have to Mannana, what you listen to, you have to take it on. And the Dhyasan is basically actually doing what the Guru says. But by doing that, you have to get rid of the birti, the thinking of the vikar birti. So vikar is basically the bad things that we're doing, the panchor, kam kro lo mahankar. We slowly, by listening to the Guru, we have to get rid of them as well. And then they gave an example of a surma. Surma is a soldier, a rathi surma, maharathi surma, and atarathi surma. So a Rathi Surma is one that can fight against 100 people. Maharathi is one that can fight against 10,000 people. And a Maharathi Surma is one that can fight as many as comes to them. And they go, this is what you want to become. You want to become an Attarati Surma, that you can fight anything that comes your way. You start with, one thing at a time, and at the end of it, when you get Brahm Gyan, become one with WhyGuru, you can do whatever, you can fight whatever comes to you. Atma, Paramatma, and Brahm, there's three things. Brahm, Atma is the soul within inside us. Paramatma is the main source of everything, and Brahm is basically that thing that attaches Atma to Paramatma. Whoever controls the 10 senses, so we need to control our 10 senses. We've got Panj Gyanindre, Panj Karmindre, so your senses, your eyes, your nose, your mouth, your ears, all of them, and then your taste, touch, smell, all of them put together become the 10 senses. And what we need to do is we need to actually control them and use them in the right way. And this is what Upadesh, this is what they told Darashako. Nitkarm. So what Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji Maharaj, it says that Shatti Lakh Bur Mantrang Nijanand Rasapinda, that Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji Maharaj had done 36 lakh Bur Mantra within their life. So they said that Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji Maharaj would do 101 Japji Sahibs a day. And they go, WhyGuru Guru Mantra ko Jap Anantaman Soe. They go that they was always just recite WhyGuru all the time. Satguru ka Nitnem jo Satgur te hi hoy. That we cannot talk about Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji Maharaj's Nitnem. The Sawa She Lakh Part Japji Sahib. So they did Sawa She Lakh. Sawa She 6.25 lakh. What's lakh in, is it? Yeah, that's the 100th. So you can work that out. And that's how much part they did. So they did it within 18 years, and they did 101 Japji Sahibs per day. It's like Guru Amardeep Ji Maharaj says it comes in that they used to do 84 Japji Sahibs a day. And that's how much part Guru Sahib would do that each day. ऐसे गुरियाई पाए रहे प्रसन्न होए सतगुरु जोत जोत मिले आप आए के Amrit Vile Sava Pehar ke Utte Nit. So Guru Har Rai Sahib will get up at Sava Pehar. Sava Pehar is 1.25 before sunrise. Karke Shnan Sat Roop Nit Tyai ke. And they will do Ishnan. They say that they used to use 101 gagar of water, so pots of water, 101 of them each day when they did Ishnan, when they took a bath. Like a diwan asavar hun ki chauki kare. So they will always do asa diwar like we do in the Gurdwara Sahib every day. Langar tot chale pur kirtai ke. So in Kiratpur there will always langar happening every day. And another thing to add to that, that during at the time of Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji Maharaj, there was a famine. There was a time where there wasn't much food available. And at that time, Guru Har Rai Sahib Maharaj, the langar was far and wide. And what happened, there used to be a Nagara, and people know that there's langar, and people go to Guru Har Rai Sahib langar. It was a known thing that if you haven't got any food, go to the house of Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji Maharaj. Sham nu diwan lage sankata kirt sune man mein anand hoye kare vahe vahe ke. So in the afternoon, in the evening, there would be Kirtan, there would be Rera Sahib the part, there would be part going on, and everyone would be saying Vah Vah. So, Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji Maharaj, when they used to go on yatra, so Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji Maharaj would travel to different Gurdwara Sahibs. So they stayed in Kiratpur Sahib for a majority of their time, and some of that they travelled out. And they said that if whoever wants to go with us to travel to these places, so these were things that they can't do. So during Yatra Duran keval Kirtan hovega. There will be Kirtan happening during the Yatra. Nothing else will be going on. The Hasa Makhal teacher mashkari di koi gunjaish nahi hovegi. So nobody can make fun of anyone. They can't make jokes or anything like that. ये यात्रा दौरान जो कोई भी भुख चस्का चेटक या गर्ज रख के शामिल होवेगा उसनु ढोई प्राप्त नहीं होवेगी. So if anybody wants something, like they want food or water, or they're gonna they want anything, they will not get anything. सारे सिख सेवक यात्रा दौरान मन विच निम्रता धारण करके शामिल होणगे. They will have humility if they're going on this yatra. कोई सिख वखरा पकाउण बाहरों पक्या लियाउण दा अधिकारी नहीं. So they can't make their own langar, because the langar of Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji Maharaj said when it goes Sakhya by Taboji that it was a lot of sucham. That they had a lot of it was very lot of sucham. It was made with a lot of care, and it was very nice with the food that was made in the langar of Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji Maharaj, and a lot of care was taken when langar would be made, but nobody would get anything special. ਗੁਰੂ ਕਾ ਲੰਗਰ ਪੰਗਤ ਵਿੱਚ ਬੈਠ ਕੇ ਸ਼ਰਧਾ ਸਿਤ ਖਾਣਾ ਹੋਵੇਗਾ। ਪੰਗਤ sit down and eat। ਪੜਾਓ ਦੌਰਾਨ ਦੀਵਾਨ ਸੱਜ ਜਾਣ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਸਮਾਂ ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਸੁਣਨ ਅਤੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਉਪਦੇਸ਼ ਗ੍ਰਹਿਣ ਕਰਨ ਦੀ ਲਾਉਣਾ ਹੋਵੇਗਾ। So you have to listen to the Gurbani of Guru Sahib, and that's the reason that your time would be spent by reading Gurbani। ਕਿਸੇ ਵਿਸ਼ੇ ਉਚਾਰੇ ਜਾਂ ਵੱਖਰੇ ਸੁਖ ਸਾਧਨ ਦੀ ਮੰਗ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੀਤੀ ਜਾਵੇਗੀ। That you can't have separate things that I want this, I want that, whatever everybody was seeing would have the same thing। ਜਿਸ ਤੱਕ ਵੀ ਸੰਭਵ ਹੋ ਸਕੇ ਮਨ ਤੇ ਤਨ ਸੇਵਾ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੀ ਲਾਇਆ ਜਾਵੇ। That how much you can do, use your body and your mind to do as much seva as you can। So Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji Maharaj went to Harmandir Sahib. So at that time, Guru Har Gobind Sahib Maharaj had left Harmandir Sahib, and then after the first battle, and they didn't go back to Harmandir Sahib, to Amritsar Sahib. So the control went to Prithi Chand. We know that Prithi Chand was the son of Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj. He wasn't really the best of persons. He wanted his own vidiyai. He wanted to be the person that wanted everything. So he had taken control. So Guru Har Rai Sahib Maharaj took control back of Prithi Chand and his family, and then did the right prabandh that needed to be done and make it into a Dharmastan that it was before. Kar Seva, so the Parkarma, the surrounding, so Harmandir Sahib, the main bit on the outside, it was broken. So Guru Har Rai Sahib Maharaj did some Kar Seva. So we can see Kar Seva was started by Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji Maharaj. Maharaj did Panch Sarovar Shnan. So if you go to Harmandir Sahib, there's 5 different sarovars. So Harmandir Sahib, Amritsar is one. You got Santokh Sar, Vivek Sar, all of them. And Maharaj Ji did Ishnan in all of them, showing that people that say that Ishnan karne di lod nahi hegi, that there's no point doing Ishnan. Yes, there is. If the Guru Sahib did Ishnan themselves, why shouldn't we? The sort of prabandh. Then from there they went to Gurdwara Sahib, Khadur Sahib, Taran Sahib, all the main asthans. They met with the people of the families of the third Guru, the second Guru, and they respected them, and then they did what it said that Guru Har Rai said, wherever they would stay, they would always sleep on the floor. They would never say that give us a separate place to stay. Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji Maharaj ape thalle so poom asan launde hunde sige, and they would sleep on the floor like the sangat as well. They'll sit on the floor and eat langar as well like everybody else. No separate langar, no separate place to rest. And then they went to Dwaba, so Majha, then now Dwaba, they went to a place called Janda Sahib, Hariyam Belna. I haven't got time to go into the history, but there's different Gurdwara around there. There's Dosanjh Kala, Sandwa. There's many Gurdwara around there where you'll see the Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji Maharaj went. And that's the place where Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji Maharaj had both trees. That's a Janda tree, that's these are Belna. And Maharaj tied their horse to these trees. Kirtapur, Maharaj went to Kirtapur Sahib. There's a Gurdwara Tali Sahib Maharaj went to. There's a tree again. Tali is a tree. Maharaj and stayed at Kirtapur for a very long time. This is by Bhagtu Ji had passed on, and Maharaj stayed there. Malwa, enemies from Malwa. Droli Pai, so Maharaj had done Kar Seva, so that's a coup that Maharaj made, a well that they made. This is the place where their father, Baba Gurditta Ji, was born, where their grandmother, Mata Damodar Ji, left this from this world. This is Gurdwara Tambu Mal Sahib. Guru Sahib would stay at this place and go to Droli Pai and do seva of the Gurdwara Sahib there. Sakhi Bhagat Bhawan Ji. Bhagat Bhawan Ji was basically a Hindu sannyasi saint. He had heard the vidiyai of Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji Maharaj, so he came. He wanted darshan of Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji Maharaj because he was a Bhagat of Vishnu Ji. So he wanted to see Guru Har Rai Sahib Maharaj in the form of a Chatrapuj. Chatra means 4, Puj, Jir 4 Bahan wale, so Vishnu Ji. And they go that when Guru Har Rai Sahib Maharaj, when they came to the darshan, they had the darshan of Guru Har Rai Sahib Maharaj but in Chatrapuj form. When they saw this, they fainted, and when they got up, Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji Maharaj said, go to Baba Meher Chand. Baba Meher Chand was the grandson of Baba Lakshmi Das. He was the brother of Baba Sri Chand Ji. He was the son of Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj. And they went to Baba Meher Chand, and they kind of had a bit of ego. They go that I am a saint, and I have got many dere. I have got many places under my command. And I look after all of them. I've got all of these disciples with me. But Meher Chand said that this person's, even though they went to see the Guru, their ego hasn't been eradicated. And so they sent him back to the 7th Guru, though that actually it's the Guru that can get rid of your ego, not me. And so when they went back to Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji Maharaj. Maharaj explained to them what it means to be a Sikh. And then at that time, they took on Sikhi. They took off their garbs, as you can see in that depiction, and they became a Sikh. And they had many, many disciples, and they had up to 360 different dere, different places of worship. They're all scattered around Bihar and Uttar Pradesh. And until today, you'll see places where Bhagd Bhagwan Ji is the head of them places. And they made them all into Sikh. Bhai Phairu Ji was a Sikh of Guru Sahib. He became a Sikh with the command of, there's a story by Bhaktu Ji. There was seva going on in the fields. People were eating prashad, as you can see in the photo. They're having langar. They said that, give us some, why haven't you given us some prashad there, but it's very dry. Why haven't you given us any ghee, any butter? And so that Bhai Bhaktu Ji went to find some butter. They found Bhai Phairu Ji, who would go from village to village selling butter. They asked for some butter. They gave it. They go that, we'll pay you tomorrow. And then they took the thing that had the butter in home. When they got up in the morning to go out again, and they opened it and they saw that the butter that they had, the ghee that they had not was the same as before. That there was no. They had given it yesterday. It should have been half empty, but it was full to the top. And then when they saw this, they go, that what's the point of doing this job now? And they went back to Bhai Bhaktu Ji. Bhai Bhaktu Ji said, they go, that make me your Sikh, make me your disciple. They go, no, I am a disciple of the 7th Guru, go to our Guru. And then they took him to Sri Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji Maharaj. And so it goes to show that even anybody you see, the true Sikh is the one that takes you back to the true Guru. Guru Granth Sahib Ji, Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj. Nobody should make you into their own disciple. We are all disciples of Guru Granth Sahib Ji, Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj. And at that point, Bhai Phairu Ji lived on till Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj's time. And when the Mahants were boiled alive in this cauldron because they weren't doing the right things, Bhai Phairu Ji was testing them. Guru Sahib said that, Bhai Phairu, teri sachi dadi. That your dadi, your beard is true. That your seva is true. You are a true mahant, you're not a bad mahant. And Bhai Phairu Ji was blessed, and they went to that's the Gurdwara now in Pakistan, and they set up there. And then after that, there was a mortar, you probably can read there, I wrote it, all the story there. Bhai Tabo Ji was Bibi Ji was very old. She made food for Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji Maharaj. Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji Maharaj one day was going on shikar. They went and they said, no, hang on a minute, we need to go this route instead. And the 2,200 horsemen that were with them, which way are we going? Guru Sahib Maharaj said, we're going to see someone. They took a few of them and went to see Mataji. They sat on the horse. They didn't wash their hands, nothing like that. They said to Mataji, please bring the food that you have made. They made 2 prashad there. Maharaj took it and ate it. And at that point, my Taboji was very happy that even though I am poor, I have nothing, how did Maharaj know that to come and eat my food? And at that point, the Sikh, the people that saw this, their disciple, Maharaj's horsemen, they said that you have Maharaji, you didn't wash your hands. Maharaj didn't say anything. The next day, the Sikh properly cleaned their hands, they cleaned everything, made prashadda visucham with a lot of cleanliness. When they made it, Guru Sahib said, no, I'm not going to eat your food. They go, why not? They go, that you have Shankar, you are questioning what happened yesterday. That Mataji had a lot of shraddha, had a lot of devotion. That's why I ate their food. But it's not to say that my Sikh should not make prashadda, make langar with the right intentions. They should make it with a lot of cleanliness. They should wash their hands properly. They should read gurbani all the time. That is right. But Gobind pao bhagat da bukha. Where there is love, jim prem kiyo tin hi prapayo. Then there is nothing. But it's not that always happens. It's the Guru that is the one that sees who has love or not. It's not our thing to say. It's the Guru will show you the right way. By Gonda Ji, they were sitting in, so they were sent to Kabul in Afghanistan, and they were told to do Parchar, to spread Sikhi. When they went there, they were sitting in Samadhi, they were doing their Japji Sahib in the morning like we're all supposed to do. And when they were reading Japji Sahib, they got so engrossed that they went to Guru Har Rai Sahib's feet in their mind, in their surat, because they were living so far. But in their mind, it was like they were holding on to Guru Har Rai Sahib's feet, their charan. And at that point, Guru Har Rai Sahib was sitting in Kiratpur and they couldn't get up. And all the Japji Sahib happened all day. Even though it started in the morning, all day they just their conscience was all on Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji Maharaj. Charan Kamal ka asra, Charan Kamal sang joriye. That their mind was all attached to Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji. That's how we should be doing our part. We say that it's very easy, but let's try and do ardas to Maharaj that we can be an iota of what Bhai Gonda Ji had. And that's a manji. So this is a manji that was given to Bhai Gonda Ji by Guru Har Rai Sahib. It's in Delhi at the moment. It was taken from Afghanistan because after what's happened to Afghanistan, and they brought it back to Delhi, so it's safe. Mehraj Guru Sahib blessed the two people in that painting. You can see, and gave them. They were basically poor, they had no food, and Maharaj made them into kings. The kings of Nabha, Faridkot, Jeend, Kaithal, Sangrur, all of these, jede Sikh, Maharaj ne ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਰਾਜ ਬਖਸ਼ਿਆ. Maharaj ਨੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ this is a depiction of Bhai Phool Ji. It was from all of their lineage ਅੱਗੇ ਤੋਂ ਅੱਗੇ. That's by Allah Ji, Patiali wale. Gurbani, I'm not going to read this, but it's a story where Maharaj explained basically that people asked what is the point of reading Gurbani, and Maharaj said that people say if you don't understand Gurbani, what's the point of reading it? And Maharaj says no. We'll give you answer later on. So the next day they went on their horse out and they saw this. There's a pot, a clay pot. It was broken, and the pot was broken, and inside there used to be obviously ghee inside it, but now there's nothing. But as we know, if you have butter inside something, there's always something that stays inside it, and some of that ghee was inside it, and the light of the sun was grazing on top of the pot. And Maharaj says it's like this ghee inside it, it's like this butter inside this pot. This pot, even though there's nothing in there, but the rays of the sun are glazing on top of it. It's the same way. If you do not understand Gurbani, even though you do not understand it, it's going inside you. Whilst going inside you, the light is shining on it, and it's still doing something. It's still shining, the same way that Gurbani was shining inside you. And all of that you can read in English, or you can take a photo and read it in your own leisure. And it's a sermon it's the bachan that Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji Maharaj gave during when this happened. Baba Ram Rai was their son. Their son, even though majority of their life they listened to the Guru, their father, but when time came to be tested, Aurangzeb sent a letter to Guru Har Rai Sahib to come to Delhi. Guru Sahib said, I'm not going to Delhi, this is the bachan for my Guru, to not go and give you darshan. And Maharaj said, there's no point. And they then consulted people like the Train, the Palle, the Biddi, say, shall we go to Delhi? And they go, no, it's not right. And they go, why do you send somebody? They said, so they sent to Guru Har Rai Sahib. Guru Har Rai Sahib sent Baba Ram Rai with a Swarup of Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. And they knew that Guru Har Rai, Aurangzeb wants to talk about the Gurbani and where it says the word Muslim in the Gurbani. And at that time, we know that Ram Rai had changed a line of Gurbani. And that line was Mitti Muslimani Manki Pede Pei Kumyar. So Maharaj not even saying anything bad about Muslim or anything like that. They just basically use an analogy. The clay of the Muslim's grave becomes clay for the potter's wheel. So they're saying that the Muslims, they bury their elders, their people, and at that point what happens is as time goes by, their burial grounds, they break, and that clay that's used on it then becomes clay for something else. So but Ram Rai, who wanted to please Aurangzeb, changed, and they said mitti beiman ki. Beiman meaning the one that's beiman, saying that Muslim, the people, the Muslims, they are beiman. They I can't think of the English word now. If anybody can help me, but anybody? Beiman? Traitor. Yeah, Muslims are traitors. That's what they said, and that's when Guru Har Rai Sahib was told this. Guru Har Rai Sahib said, whichever way Ram Rai is facing, tell him to walk that way. And at that point, Ram Rai was facing Lahore. And at that point, they went to Lahore. When the Lahore people, Maharaj found out they went to Lahore, Maharaj sent a hukamnama saying, Lahore, you have done wrong. You should not meet with Ram Rai. And at that point, the Ram Rai left and went to Dehradun. And Ram Rai, the way that he died is he had a lot of physical, he had a lot of spiritual powers. And what he did once is he went out of he took his soul out of his body. And when he took his soul out of his body, he went wherever he went to. His disciples wanted to become the next at the head. If you look on the picture, it says Guru, Sikh Guru Ram Rai ji. So they see the Ram Rai as a Guru. And at that point, what they did is they took the Ram Rai's body and they burnt it. And so when Ram Rai came back to go in his body, he couldn't go in his body because there's no body. So at that point, Ram Rai couldn't do anything. And that's how his disciples betrayed him as well. Another thing is Ram Rai actually asked for forgiveness from Sri Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj at Dehradun. But at that point, Maharaj was sitting because the bachan of Guru Har Rai said was that do not meet Guru Ram Rai. So what Guru Gobind Singh Ji did is they sat in one boat, Ram Rai sat in the other boat, but Maharaj's back was towards Ram Rai. So they were talking, but their back was, because they couldn't, that was the bachan of their Guru. And so it's how important it is to actually, whatever your Guru says, to actually accept it. And at that point, the followers of Ram Rai didn't want Ram Rai to meet Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, and they turned their back towards Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. If they had done darshan of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, they would have been liberated. है ना, जेरे दर्शन करके ही महाराज अपने कट्टे जाते आ, पाप कट्टे जाते आ, पर वो एडे भैड़े से के एडे उन्होंने विच कोई नहीं सीगा समझ. And so at that point, Maharaj, when you take Amrit, you'll see that the wording is used Ram Raiye naal mel nahi karna. Ram Raiye means the people of Ram Rai. So they don't say the word Ram Rai, they say the people of Ram Rai. You're not to meet them at all. Roti beti di sanj nahi karni, Ram Raiye de naal. So that's one thing. So at this point, this is a depiction of Guru Har Krishan Sahib Ji Maharaj Ram Rai. Somebody came to meet Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji Maharaj and said that every year they will come to do darshan. They said that we'll come next year and do your darshan, Maharaj. Maharaj says no. There's no next year now. We won't be on the throne, it'll be somebody else. The God that, who would it be? The God that, we can't tell you straight, but take this needle. The God that in this room, Guru Har Krishan and Ram Rai are doing part. The God that, take this needle, whichever bhava, so whichever on the bottom of the cot, try to put the needle in. Whichever cot the needle goes straight in, that is the next Guru. So they went to Ram Rai, they tried to put it in, but it was very hard, they couldn't do that. When they went to Guru Har Krishan Sahib Ji Maharaj, the needle went straight into the manji. And it showed that gurbani, when you read it, it should change your insides, it should soften your insides, your mind, the way that you're thinking, everything should change. That's how it shows that Guru Har Krishan Sahib Ji Maharaj, Gurbani had an effect on them. So this is two Sakhyan, then I'm going to finish. Par Brahm Gur Shabd and Sad Sangat. Somebody asked, what is Sad Sangat? What is true Sad Sangat? Maharaj, Sad Sangat is made up, there's three things that you need. You should have, there's Par Brahm, WhyGuru, Shabad, Gurbani, and Sad Sangat. Man jage ki ehi nishani, pray lage or Sadgur Bani. Man jage ki, so if this is a nishani that your mind is at ease, that pray lage or Sadgur Bani. In your heart, that pray means love, that you got love for Guru's Bani, that you want to read Bani all the time. That is what shows that your mind is awakened. ਧਨ ਸਿੱਖ ਜਿਨਕੇ ਉਹ ਭਾਈ ਸਮਸਲਤਾ ਮਨ ਮੀਨ ਬਣਾਈ. So that is the one that are done. The samsalta man meen banai, that one, that mind is at ease. So these are three things that we should always strive for. That we should always strive for WhyGuru, their naam, to praise them all the time. The Shabad, the Gurbani, we should always want, and Sad Sangat, we want true Sangat. These are three things that we need in our life. And Sirsa Rijik Sambahe Thakur. And another thing I'm going to leave and stop here is we forget that WhyGuru is doing everything. And this is Sakhi that Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji Maharaj explained, that there was one poor person, his son had just died and he was very poor. He had two other sons and one daughter and a wife. And he said to Guru Sahib that, what's happened? Like, I don't know what to do. I'm so poor, nothing is going my way, my son has just passed away. And Maharaj explained, Pehlon de da rijik samaha, that when WhyGuru's made this world, before everything is made, Maharaj is given us rijik. Rijik meaning that Maharaj is first ordained. You get food, you get water, you get a place to stay, you get a shot. Everything, or pehla hi likhya hunda before the person even comes to this world. Pichon dete jant upaha, fir we are born. This is before we are born, everything is preordained. But that person wasn't having any of it. So Maharaj sent a letter and said, this person said, it goes, go to Kabul and take this letter. And the letter said that keep this person here for 6 months. During the 6 months, the people in the family, the village people, they saw that these people are very poor. So they started giving them money and food and a place to stay, and they helped him. And they helped him so much that they even got servants. That's how wealthy they became. And when the person came back, they realized that actually, what's happened? Where are my family? Who are they? And they got, here's your family. They couldn't even recognize them. And they go that, do not question what WhyGuruji is going to give you. WhyGuruji, it's preordained what WhyGuru is going to give you. It's bharosa. It's that faith you have in WhyGuruji. So that's Sakhi, and then there's some Sakhiyan are written here. And there's many Sakhiyan. Guru Har Rai Sahib, you can't go through their lives. There's so much. This is, I've just carried on in this, but there's so many Sakhiyan. There's so much stuff that I haven't even put in this. I know when we come to Guru Har Rai Sahib, there's certain Sakhiyan we listen to and day out, and the same things. And feel like, oh, there's not much. When you read books, there's like 2 pages, and when you go to like other Guru Sahib, there's so much, because people haven't tried to actually look at Guru Har Rai Sahib's life. But there's so much that I could go through. Like there's Maharaj's Vastuan said the Bragan. So Bragan is when you use to do bhakti, when you sit in, when you're doing Simran. There's a Rabab. I'm not sure if that's the Rabab. I think somebody sent me that photo. But there's a Rabab. That's the Rath. So the Rath is the chariot that was taken to Delhi by Ram Rai. That's on the right hand side, that's a takhta, the door, and that's a loi. Loi is basically a tawa, big tawa, where you made langar. That's you can see that there's a village, Jaspal Paika in Ludhiana, and the Baragans in Raipai Rupa. You can have darshan. There was a chola of Guru Har Rai Sahib Maharaj in Amritsar, which was yellow color. So Maharaj's Murmantar, some people say Murman, say Mahamantar, but this is written by Guru Har Rai Sahib Maharaj. And then these are different depictions. So I'll stop there. I'll just leave it on that. When Guru Har Rai Sahib Maharaj, it said that when Guru Har Rai Sahib Maharaj, when they left their body, and when they were about to do a saskar of Guru Har Rai Sahib Maharaj, it says it here somewhere. Peo hai alopatan agni bal shant. So that when they went to do saskar, cremate Guru Har Rai Sahib Maharaj, actually the body of Guru Har Rai Sahib was never to be seen where it went. And that shows that the Guru is not body form, they are Shabad form. So I'll stop there. So Guru Har Rai Sahib Maharaj's life, there's so much to say. I think Sant Guru Gurbani Singh ji has said it really good here. Sri Sat Guru Har Rai ji karta purkh anand rang kare raja prabhu shant roop bhagavan darshan ki man kamana puro Satgur Dev charni tur priti deho namdan nij sev. That's what we want. We want namdan. Hai na? So Maharaj kirpa karna sareyan te. Any mistakes I've made, please forgive me. And thank you, Taru Singh. Been very great. Fateh bulaiye ji. WhyGuru ji ka Khalsa, WhyGuru ji ki Fateh.